That's why the male numbers are at 21%, because they can't enjoy regular intercourse because they're so addicted to porn and touching themselves. 60% of people do it at least once a week. 32% of men and 27% of women regularly do it in the shower. 6% of men and 2% of women do it in the car during their commute.
Tesla driver! I'm touching myself again.
All the lyrics that come up for that stuff is dirty. Dirty.
It'll make you burn stronger.
3% of men and 2% of women do it at work.
Not only increases its attributes, but also gives it
27% of men and 9% of women say they've had a mishap happen while they were doing it. I guess that's like, is that like someone walking in, or like you crank it too hard, or what's your jerking mishap?
Slip and fall.
Like you injured yourself.
Somebody toot during it?
Toot.
That's cute.
Did you toot?
That's cute, James.
A toot or a shark?
Keeping it cute, James. Oh, maybe they slipped in the shower. So many people are doing it in the shower.
I
guess that's a mishap.
Fall. It's a fall.
Don't do it in the shower.
My God.
You're going to get those horse baby legs.
Yeah, you get the baby leg, the horse baby leg.
Yeah.
Slippery.
3/4 of men and 55% of women use porn to do it. 39% of women use a vibrating toy, as do 5% of men. So, front vibrate?
I mean, there's all sorts.
I'm sure it's...
There's all sorts.
Because there's vibrating rock rings, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything for you.
Right.
What
Probably the back.
If you get
Yes, the back.
vibrate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where you been? Welcome to the show.
What are you talking about, Dave?
We just played that Saturday Night Live thing, and it talked about it vibrating.
I know, but 5% of men back vibrate?
Oh, God, yeah.
man.
Dave, welcome to the show, bitch.
Yeah.
You been in
I'm minutes away from trying it.
You've been in some kind of coma. You just wake up from the dark ages.
You suffering from amnesia?
Where you been?
You in a coma.
The art of Kung Fu.
Okay, fine. Yeah, it could be in the back door. But do they make vibrating front stuff? Like, James, is there vibrating fleshlights?
Not that I've seen. I
You
can't think of...
don't really need
I don't know.
it.
I was going to say, I don't think that would do anything.
But there are guys that are into direct frontal, intense vibration with like a Hitachi wand.
Going one end out the other.
But it's more of a
Bamboo
torture.
always stays
It's more of a
with you.
torture thing.
Yeah. I love Sassy Lisa. So much.
Was you having some kind of episode? Of course they be vibrating their ass, man.
You looked at me like I was mentally challenged.
Yeah, I'm just trying to piece this together. You saw something at the base of your Johnson was gonna feel good vibrating? You think 5% of guys is doing that? Even though we take 150 phone calls a week on people pounding their ass? Is that what
You can use the play
I'm trying to write this down. I'm trying to write this down. Get to the bottom of it. Because it's crazy. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
It's like your brain is some kind of etch-a-sketch.
Just shook it up.
You just shook it up and forgot about all that ass vibrating.
I heard your firecracker.
Where you from? You on the show? Where is the real Dave?
Are you having a medical emergency?
That's just Dave and Chuck the Freak. Someone call 911. He's having some kind of diabetic episode.
Your brain's crazy, man.
Look, you're not driving. You just keep driving forever. Lose yourself.
Demon Lord of Destruction has broken the fallen star screen.
Who is you?
Sassy Lisa. Sassy Lisa's my favorite.
Yeah, man, they be vibrating their ass. What else? They be vibrating nipples? Why don't you know that? What's wrong with you?
The Fallen Queen is nearby.
I don't even know you.
We need to cover our tracks.
Wait a second. Now,
They make a rock ring.
The Fallen Queen
Does that vibrate?
Shrine.
Yeah, man.
Stop her from entering it.
Yeah, man. You know this. Why you questioning?
But they're not doing it.
You're right in the ass, man. That's the number one place they doing it. You know this.
My God, I never put two and two together.
We only talk about it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday every week for years and years.
God, I guess it slipped my mind.
It
just slipped my mind. What am I supposed to say?
Damn, man, you need to talk to a hospital.
Did I make a vibrating fleshlight, James?
Come on now.
Yep.
Stop it.
Oh, man. Sassy Lisa.
Did they make flashlight vibro? Boom, bitch.
Let's see what it is. Who's it for?
Same sensual super skin. Yeah, there you go.
It's when you want to get it a little shaky.
The Vibro.
Yeah.
The Vibro Boom Pack. Now 26% off.
Have we talked about the Vibro?
I think they've had it. It probably just...
Fleshlight is shaking up the world of male self-pleasure toys by incorporating vibrating sensations into their best-selling line. The Vibro uses the same sensual super skin as the original Fleshlight with the added all-encompassing vibrations that make for an intensely satisfying experience. It even comes with a replacement battery pack.
There you go.
Those are lithium batteries. No matter what.
Damn, yeah, be careful. You don't want them. Smokey Joe, you had a comment here as we talked about. How's she going, eh?
You ever heard of anybody put stuff in their ass, man? Is that a thing people do?
J Money Mayo said I couldn't say his age, but my father had his testicles twisted from masturbating too much when he was a younger person.
Oh, my God. Yeah, twisted.
Yeah, that's a confirmed story from my grandmother who insisted on telling me this.
Your grandmother?
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
How horrible. That's brutal.
That's crazy.
Man, don't...
Need more jump.
I mean, don't twist them.
Negative.
I don't get it all tethered up like that.
No.
Finally, one more thing from this stats on America's self-pleasuring. 39% of men and 29% of women say they had pleasured themselves in a, quote, weird way, using strange objects or in a strange place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I get.
Yeah.
Sure. I remember talking about that.
Yeah.
Coming up, what's in her vagina? A woman arrested after she got into a fight at Burger King, but what was she hiding in her lady bits? Let's find out.
Now, it's time to play What's in Her Vagina?
What is in there?
Does it vibrate?
People are putting stuff there.
Being used to their
Why?
Why
are they doing that?
All right. We're off to Largo, Florida.
Oh, well.
Cops got a call from a Burger King earlier this week about a 35-year-old woman named Jamie Westcott who was fighting with the staff and refused to leave the Burger King. When she got to jail, the guards searched her, and that's when they found stuff in her vagina. She was charged, and that's about all I can tell you right now from the story without giving too much away. So, would you like to see her picture?
Oh, okay, that's
that'll help.
She's at Burger King.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I have never been attracted to a woman who shoved stuff in her vagina before.
Until now.
Until today.
Until now.
To me, she's like a Latin Sandra Bullock.
And investigate Magic Empire.
Huh.
So she doesn't have meth face.
This is the craziest one of these.
I know, right? I was oddly aroused by this lady.
Huh.
Go check her out at daveandchuckthefreak.com if you haven't seen her yet.
Would it be marijuana?
Dismore spends all
Maybe
her
it's
time
true. It could be, Lisa.
She
Don't
knows the situation here well.
maybe second guess yourself.
Her help.
I know I do that. Is that would there
She
be more?
wasn't
There's
calm.
probably
She
more.
got asked to leave a Burger King.
I say they're BK chicken fries with at least 2 barbecue sauces.
In her vagina.
Yeah. Chicken fries.
Chicken fries.
It's
Okay.
probably the easiest thing to get in there.
Yep.
Magic
Yeah, sure
She
would.
looks like someone that would want to do that, though.
Can we see her in color?
help me investigate these elements.
Bring it
Well,
up here on my
Arling has
computer.
The story
remembered
come
some
up?
things
Oh,
about
maybe.
magic.
Look away.
Oh, yeah.
look away. Look away. I'll let you know when it's
Okay, it's I'm gonna I'll
streets.
say it's what are the drugs that people want?
Hold on. Maybe Molly?
I don't think she's a Molly. She's
Looks
gonna.
like she could party.
I'm gonna say Vicodin.
No, I bet it's cocaine.
Oh, you think of cocaine?
Cocaine.
Salary entries
I've seen
are
some
on Burger King one year.
Okay, here you go.
No, you're right.
You know, when
Greatly increase your character
Yeah.
Honestly,
attributes.
she's like a beautiful Latin Sandra Bullock. So what's in Latin Sandra Bullock's vagina?
It's not chicken fries.
It's not chicken fries.
Man, is it pills?
It's not pills.
A weapon?
Wow. Ooh.
Not a weapon.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say this. In all the stories we've done through the years, that I actually remember at least,
Yeah.
this could be a record. This could be a world record.
Oh, number. A lot of things.
Money.
Feels familiar.
Could be
It's-
money.
One thing. I'm giving you lots of hints today.
One thing.
One thing, but lots of it. Gold.
She didn't have a badge full of gold.
Okay.
Sounds nice, though.
Gold badge.
That's it.
Dun, 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 dun.
You're gonna find one.
I don't know. This is just like it's the hardest one of these to decipher.
It's one thing.
So it's not a weapon. It's not pills.
Heroin.
It's not.
Tons
It's
of it.
drugs. Some sort of drug.
Yeah. It's not a pill though.
It's not cocaine.
It's not cocaine.
She's not a meth head, or she just started using
Maybe
it.
she started.
It's meth.
But that's the thing is those drugs, like Lisa said, Lisa's on point because she's at a Burger King. She's hungry.
Yeah. That's why I went with marijuana, but.
Shrooms.
No shoes. One more guess around the table here.
Oh my god.
Okay. The number is 7.
7.
Is it like cannabis gummies?
God, 7 or something.
Anderson is looking for you.
7 bags of heroin.
Stark Valley.
Think record.
Looking for the strongest warriors to test their skills in the arena.
Come on,
There's
Liz.
no time.
Record. Like a world record.
Oh.
Like a world record. 7 of something huge. 7 crack pipes.
She had 7 syringes
I was gonna say
filled
so.
with drugs in her lady parts. They haven't declared what drugs they were yet.
It's
weed, right? It's
weed.
weed. It's
Syringe?
oil. Yeah, they have them in little syringes.
No,
I don't think they. Yeah, I don't think they.
No, they don't inject them. But I mean, I've seen they sell.
You don't think
Oh,
it'd be
to put
something
it to put it in stuff.
To put it in stuff.
You don't think it's something more hardcore than that?
They
No.
didn't say what it was in there?
They said the police report hasn't determined.
Yeah, I know people that get it, and they show up in little syringes.
She was charged with misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia and resisting arrest, and a felony for introducing contraband into jail. But in all the stories we've done through the years, I've never heard of one where a woman had 7 syringes.
Yeah. I mean, if you've seen the way that the weed syringes can show up, it makes some sense. They're in like a plastic. You could just almost roll it up.
Right.
And they're thin. They're not like a big, thick, like what you think is taking blood.
Right.
They're like thin.
This is the best she'll look in her whole life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great
you're-
mugshot. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job, lady.
But if you're right, if it's just weed oil, it's not that big a deal. It's not like it's gonna affect
Yeah,
her.
that's true.
And she was hungry. It makes some sense.
Yeah.
Here for the chicken fries. Doesn't look like she eats a lot of chicken fries, though, I gotta tell you. Well, no. You can check her out again.
choices sometimes.
Right. Check her out on the website, DaveandChuckTheFreak.com. Those are my thoughts, not yours. I'm Dave Hunter on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Got something to add?
I've got something to tell you.
Text 46969. Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Ask Dave and Chuck is up next here on the show. How did our show cause a listener a really bad day on the farm? How is another listener preparing to be pegged?
Uh-oh.
And what scary things is a listener's coworker doing? All that and more is coming up next on this Friday Bitches edition of Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Previously on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Another email came in here. I've gotten so self-conscious about how I look naked that I never take my shirt off when I have sex with my fiance. She says the kicker is, I didn't start out like that. I used to be a stripper. I just don't know what to do. Chris from Boston, you think you have an idea what's going on here?
I think that maybe she's a little self-conscious because one of her areolas is facing straight and the other one takes a hard right.
That's tough. That is quite a theory you have.
That's out of nowhere, Chris. I gotta tell you.
I
She
love
didn't
his
say
theory.
anything about that.
I hope you figured that out with math equations on a chalkboard.
I can tell by the way she's talking. Carry the 4.
Yeah. Oh my God! Are you getting what I'm getting?
You see that areola there?
I do.
If you divide that by 4, that one takes a hard right.
Oh my God! No wonder.
Hard right.
Very confident. Good answer,
I
too.
believed him. He must know her.
Beautiful Mind, the boob edition. That was amazing.
It's Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
Pitch hitting, catcher number 2. Also Karen in row J eating the hot dog. Did you mean to tip 107% yesterday at Le Cafe restaurant? Just check.
So, meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look wrong, like over-tipping, then sends
The
an alert to
Magic
your phone and
Empire's
helps you fix
treasure
it.
has been
Eno,
found.
another way
Go to
Capital One
Harry
is watching
Bobo.
out for your money when you're not. Capital One, what's in your wallet? See CapitalOne.com for details. Limitations apply.
I'ma get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
It's Friday, bitches! It's Friday, bitches! It's Friday! What? It's Friday! What? Yeah, come on! It's Friday, bitches! It's Friday, bitches! It's Friday! What? It's Friday! Yeah! Yo, what's my favorite day of the week? My radio station, David Chuck the Freak.
It's a day celebrated all across the nation. Bitches be tripping. What's up with the Asian?
Dave with the news, douchebag of the day. Ripcord in the hot big piece away. It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday. What? It's Friday. What? Yeah, come on. It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday, bitches. It's Friday. What? It's Friday. What? Yeah.
9:13 on a Friday, bitches, here on Dave and Chuck the Freak. Ask Dave and Chuck is up now. This is when we get to some of your emails that you've been sending us. Email at daveandchuckthefreak.com is how to do that. And a bunch of different things to get to. First, how did our show cause a listener a really bad day on the farm? Is another listener preparing to be pegged?
Prepare to peg! Prepare to peg!
And what scary things is one listener's coworker doing? We'll get to some of that as we continue here. First, though, this poor guy, he says, to start, CrossFit. Wanted to share a story with you guys. I was listening to your podcast the other day while I was in the barn, bottle feeding the cattle. So I'm feeding a calf. Something happened on the podcast that got a little louder, and that spooked the calf.
Oh, no.
The fact that I wasn't really paying attention and laughing helped me get a kick right in the bits.
Oh, groin area.
And while I doubled over in pain and started dry heaving,
Enter the instance and
I
challenge
dropped
the
the
boss
bottle,
to get
which then exploded
amazing
all over me
equipment.
and the calf. A fun fact about calves when they are hungry and their bottles are taken away. They start to head. While bent over in pain, the calf then started headbutting and caught me once right in the mouth. Lip busted open.
Oh, yeah.
Blood everywhere. I'm feeling now my balls in my throat. Blood dripping down my face. I stumble out and just had to lay on the ground staring at the lights in the barn. Needless to say, it was the roughest night in the barn I've ever had, and a long walk back to the house from the barn.
Yeah, thank God I don't have a barn. That's what when I hear a story like this, I'm like, thank God I'm not living like barn life.
Barn life?
Yeah,
Chuck the Freak, barn life?
You know, barn
Yeah, I think
life.
that every day.
Oh,
Thank
my God.
I'm way too soft for something like that.
Barn life.
I'd be like, oh, look at me.
I'll tell you, some of the craziest videos I've ever seen, too, are people getting, like, smoked by, like, a horse where it kicks them.
Oh, yeah, those kicks are
Oh,
crazy.
my God.
I react the same way as those calves, so they can take my food away.
Oh, yeah, you've headbutted some people I saw.
And it's been an issue.
So I assume he wasn't listening with headphones, right? I mean, I guess even headphones sometimes can be loud, but he's probably just had it on his phone, or maybe a Bluetooth speaker or something, right? Or whatever. I would love to know what the moment was on the show that made Kat freak out.
Just one of our crazy laughs.
Yeah.
Our little laugh session.
Yeah.
I would assume. Or I did a siren or something stupid.
Yeah. Oh my God, your gay siren totally would have sent a Kat freaking.
Yeah. Your gay siren.
It's true.
So sorry to you, dude, the farmer.
We're probably gonna do it again if he listens and hears the African reunion.
The Kenya noise
story
you made earlier.
Yep, that'll do it.
You're right.
That'll get a calf to kick you right in the nuts.
So headphones, my friend.
Best of luck.
Yeah. Headphones. If you're going to continue to do that, listening to us while you do all your barn stuff. Headphones. All right. Here's an email that came in with the title "Preparing to Peg."
He is preparing.
Said little backstory before I get into it. Me and the girlfriend dating for over 2 years. We actually have a kid together. She is 21. I'm 27. During our time of dating, she has come out as bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
So a few weeks ago, we're doing the nasty. She, however, was a little drunk. And because I had to drive home, I was sober.
Of her previous life.
We get done with round 1. Everything went as planned.
Go and see Desmore.
We begin round 2.
She'll use the storm crystals.
Peg.
She springs this question on me.
Challenge the boss to
Why don't
get
we
amazing
spice
equipment.
things up a bit? Why don't you let me enter you?
My lady, the question of questions.
I see you're drunk enough to ask me. No desire.
Are you prepared to not only peg, but to have things change fundamentally?
That was the most polite way to put it.
Yes. He said, I pumped the brakes and say, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to get it in the rear.
Yeah. That's my dear. My lady.
She says, well, we have to spice it up somehow, so how about a threesome? My eyebrows raised, and I said, well, that could work for me, but it would have to be another woman. I fear you men may be right. It is the year of the peg.
Yes.
My question to you guys is, though, because she is younger, I have a feeling that if I don't spice it up somehow,
You're right.
she could leave.
She's going to leave you.
She's 21.
She will
How old is
leave
he?
you. She's like a butterfly.
He's 27, she's 21. So should he prepare to be pegged?
This guy should do...
Prepare to have your heart broken.
Yeah,
because that's what's going to happen.
Prepare to be destroyed!
He should just, honestly, he should start to try to switch his mindset as to what this is eventually going to be. This is going to get all the experiences in that you can right now. That's what this is. You're 27, she's 21. She's going to fly away like a pretty butterfly.
Hold on to that griffin as long as you can.
Yeah, but ride the griffin. Do whatever you can and do it now. If you don't want to get pegged, that's fine. But I mean, it's going to... She's already like trying to spice it up. Like, you shouldn't have to spice anything up at 21.
Oh my
It
God,
should just be
21
in
and
that
27?
house.
You have to start spicing it up?
Yeah.
The only
wants
reason she
different
might
stuff.
not fly away is they have a kid together.
I don't think that stops any
Great
griffin
danger lies ahead.
from
You
flying.
must be
Griffins
stronger
have babies.
before you can enter.
What would you do?
They're always tied to each other.
If you're with a hot girl, think sex is great, would you prepare to be pegged?
Sure.
Yeah?
Peg away.
Let it happen.
Sure.
Whatever.
My lady, go ahead. Pound me to oblivion.
Ah, yes, fine. I'm bored with the mundaneness of life.
I just want you to fly away, so...
Peg me in! Don't stop. Destroy my rear.
Would you let me enter?
Bound me to oblivion.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Sure.
Ah, whatever.
Yeah.
But, dude, there's trouble ahead.
Yeah, there is. But just take her up on her offer.
I think,
Not the first offer.
I was gonna say,
second
I'm
offer.
telling you, go ahead.
No.
like, experience life, have her experience life, because what you guys really are for each other is just that thing to look back on and be like, wow, I'm glad I did all that stuff so that you're
Angelic
okay
power.
later in life or whatever.
Yeah, got some
great
kicks.
potential
You know,
will be unlocked as
and
you harness Angel's power.
you're never going to be done with her because she's the mom of your kids. So, and I would not prepare to peg just because that's crazy ammo for the mom of your kid to have in the back
Those
pocket.
early 20s girls want that butt.
They do.
They want the butt.
They want to take control.
It's usually that
bless.
demo that's like requesting.
They want that man butt.
They want a man butt.
that man
They want
butt.
to be in charge.
That man butt.
Yeah.
They do.
Damn
it's just to show their power.
That's scary, guys.
Someone said someone needs to teach these young men, stop trying to tie it down so because you're afraid of being lonely. Enjoy your time together. Learn what you can. Life is so much longer than your 20s.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 20, it's not going to last. I mean, it's just not. Chick's 21 years old. I mean, oh my God.
Yeah.
She
The
just
storm is
started drinking
finally over.
legally.
Yeah.
I will do.
I mean,
She is going to
The
be
storm
filled in
which
by
points to
many
the location of the shrine.
others.
You are basically in a relationship with a wild animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will run.
A bisexual wild animal.
Who loves to bang.
And has Chris, man ass.
Man ass. A man ass lover.
my goodness.
Once the hunger. The taste of
Never swell.
Off to the next less begging email here. This woman said, "Hey guys, I want to be kept anonymous for reasons you will recall. I think my coworker is a psychopath, and I'm not sure where to turn.
To get stronger.
For one, he eats an onion as if it's an
Lots
apple.
of experience and level up quickly.
The second, and even scarier reason, I think he is a psycho. He has described killing a difficult customer in detail and what he would do to her if he could get his hands on her."
The her part makes it different. Because I think I've heard James talk about killing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever fantasized about killing anybody in my entire life.
Good call,
No.
James.
He may not.
Nor have I talked about it in front of anybody.
No, he may not.
She says, "I'm in a bind because he only said it to me, not in front of anyone else.
Here, lay something on you.
And
Can
if
I tell you how I would do it? I'd probably wait till the middle of the night.
Oh my God. Dear Lord, gentlemen.
Yeah.
She said, if word gets out, he's gonna know it was me. And he now scares the heck out of me, and I can't have him knowing I said something.
Tell you what I would do to someone who told on me.
It's even worse than what I was telling you I'd do to that lady.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. Huh?
You want some onion?
Bite him onion. Her question is, how would you guys approach this?
I don't know what you do when someone's crazy.
You definitely can't say anything because then
Right. And he wants to kill a customer. Never mind someone who ratted him out on a job that could lead to his dismissal.
At the same time, you can, like, you know the way life works. People get mad. People say stuff. That doesn't mean they're going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so the guy was a little more detailed than most.
this is a female, right? Who, she feels obviously like there's more to it than, you know, when you say,
I mean, I don't think there's much you can do.
can you get another job?
Yeah, it's your last day, huh?
I wonder why.
I'm pretty sure she's describing Jim Carrey's Grinch. James Carrey.
James
Carrey.
James Carrey.
That's the Broadway version.
Actor of Scream. James Carrey.
Yeah, that is a tough situation. I mean,
I've
this
worked
would be
with people I thought were unhinged before.
Really?
But I turned out okay.
Yeah, you're working with us now.
All of you.
We all were like,
But-
yeah.
No, but I didn't say anything to anyone. But I didn't think they would kill anyone. I guess.
You know what, though? We did. We worked with someone that I was convinced had a list.
Yeah.
And Dave played with major fire there.
He was on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave
So I
was
was at the top
on
of the list.
the list.
Number
And
one.
It sort of took care of itself. I think, did he get a job somewhere else or got fired? Something happened there and he left, and
I
that
think
saved
he got
everyone.
fired, and so I was on high alert for
Oh,
another day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he could come back and try to get me.
That's
Yeah.
scary. I mean, you don't want to get this guy fired. I just think
No.
that she should just, keep her mouth shut, watch her back.
Someone texted in, like, what I was going to say is that get him somehow to say that stuff in front of somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, if you can
Somebody
get him,
else.
like, hey, remember that Jim was telling me about this crazy customer he's doing. Jim, come here for a minute. Jim, can you?
But still,
Lord,
then
hey.
you're on then you're all on a list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that what you just need to do is make sure that you're friends with them. And that if you can get them to not like someone else, then you're in the clear. Be like, hey,
on his
man,
good side?
did you hear? Man, I really don't like that Stacy. You like that Stacy?
Oh, no, I hate Stacy.
Oh.
We're friends.
I don't know. You got to deflect.
Yeah, you do.
Be friends. Be careful.
Maybe he can get the workplace to ban eating onions, and then the guy will just quit.
Oh, wow. But don't you, that's another thing that could make him.
But hey, if the workplace bans the onions, not the problem.
Yeah, that's true. You take out the whole workplace.
Can you imagine working with someone that eats onions like apples, though?
No, that would smell.
Oh, it'd be horrible.
People do it, though.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
People
do?
do. I feel like people do it for shock
Who
value.
does that?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a shock value.
No, I've never seen it in person. I've just seen it online.
Oh.
But
I agree on the shock value.
Yeah.
it's not reality.
No, because my dad will do it, but he'll just do it.
He's like trying to freak people
So that
out.
way I'm like, ew!
Yeah, Dad.
Gross, Dad. You eat onion like an apple.
Thick. What's wrong with you?
Ew. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, I think she should just lay low.
probably the best
Blend
advice.
in, just become wallpaper. That's what I would do. Just become wallpaper.
Because
try and live.
You really don't know. It could just be all talk. It could be nothing.
Could be.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like you don't know.
No.
And so don't put yourself in the line of fire literally, because onion eating could be
Mm-hmm.
big trouble.
Try and maybe talk to him about weapons he has.
Kind of.
What kind of weapons you got? I got a couple swords.
It is
got.
It is crazy to like think about telling police something like that. First of all, you ever heard anything like that?
Oh my God. Let me write this down.
That's one. He eats
Full
them.
onions
Yeah,
raw?
I'm not talking even like just on a salad. I mean, he takes a bite out.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And he
Oh my
talks
God.
about making dresses out of customers.
That too?
Yes.
Don't ever go back to work.
No.
Rob has different advice here. He's on the Dave and Chuck lines. Hey, Rob, what do you think she should do?
I actually had the same kind of thing happen when I was at a job, and the guy seemed like he was like a psychopath, like the same type of thing. But it happened to actually be one of our other workers who was, kind of confronted the guy, and next thing you know, the guy never talked anything about it again. I basically think it's just like something that maybe he's looking for attention or something, and maybe she should say, quit talking like that around me and don't bring that to the workplace.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
Everything.
I get that guy
Super
chilled
scary.
out. But this other psychos, every psycho's like a snowflake. You never
Yeah.
know how one's going to react.
I've seen a lot of psycho videos, like videos that real psychos make, and then they go do psycho things, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. One was like a grocery store guy, and he did a whole bunch of horrible stuff, but like there was like a girl there that he was like didn't do stuff. He didn't
She was nice to him or something.
She must have been, right?
Yeah.
This one,
He was like, you can leave.
I worked with a guy who would have random outbursts on the sales floor. He would drop down and do push-ups for no reason. He would spray Windex on his muffin in the morning and then
Guys,
didn't say anything.
Windex muffin?
He's now in jail for attempted murder.
Oh.
Windex muffin man.
Windex muffin. Gross.
Sometimes sometimes you just know something's not right.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it is weird. It's a weird time because you can get someone in a tremendous amount of trouble just for telling someone, don't yell at them.
Like, see something, say something.
Yeah.
But you're taking the fall then for the safety of others.
Yeah, well, you're done. Yeah, that's your last day.
Oh my God. I don't know. All right, this next email comes in to us from a dude who says he loves the show. Said, I just got a new license plate in the mail today. I'm a little worried. It's Cuck 042.
Yes.
CUK 042.
Yes.
He says, do you think people will think this is a vanity plate and I enjoy a good old-fashioned cuckold?
Yes,
They listen
I
to
do.
this show, they will.
You're 42 years old and you like a cuck.
Cuck 42.
I'm Cuck 42.
Are you? I've been cucked 42 times.
He said, I honestly never knew about cuckolding until you guys talked about it on the show, like a lot of people, I think. So what would you guys do? Should I ask for a new license plate, or am I overthinking? Very curious to what you guys and the listeners.
They're not going to give him a new one, though, right? Like, you can't just say, I don't like
know.
that one. Because it's not really spelled the same way.
Yeah, you're right.
They got stolen and go get a new one.
You can't probably truthfully say, hey, listen, this will people will think I'm into cuckold.
Then you have to explain to the Secretary of State lady why you.
Right, and she'll probably press charges.
I would love that. Explaining that weird stuff.
That's out of the question. Yeah. Don't try to explain to the old lady behind the counter what cuckolding
Can I
is.
tell you what a cuckold is?
So what's your problem with your license plate?
Well, can you read it? It is CUK042.
That's random letters.
Yeah, cuck. It says cuck. You know what a cuck?
I don't know what
you don't know what a cuckold is, huh?
No, I have no idea.
Okay,
what is
picture this for a second.
All right.
Picture this, okay?
Sit down,
I'm a
folks.
husband. I've got a wife. I'm not happy with stuff unless I get a big, giant, 6'5" black man with a 12-inch donger to come in and rail my wife to oblivion the whole time, watching and crying in the corner, and then when he's done, I go over and clean everything up.
I'm reaching my purse here for this. This is amazing. Get it, you freak. You're a freak of nature, you freak. That's some more. There's a lot more where that came from. You want to do your pervy business up here.
I'm not a cock.
We got some kind of freaky cuckolator here.
All the old people have different weapons. One's got a taser. I'll tase him. You spray him.
Get him, Betty, with the electricity. Bolts.
What? I
He's
mean,
into
that.
He's some kind of cluckold.
He's into clucking. I don't know, some kind of thing
ducks
with
and
chickens.
black guys.
Black ducks.
It was shocking.
Yeah.
I've sprayed him good. He's terrible. Blind for life.
Rings are the magic
my God.
greatest magical
So,
essences.
what would you do? I mean, would you just roll with the cuck plate?
I'd say
it's funny.
I wouldn't roll around with a cuck 42.
I think it's funny.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny.
But
I don't know. A lot of people that listen to the show will take pictures of that and send
Lisa,
it in.
like-
We saw the cook plate.
Oh yeah, you're right. If it'd be worse if it was 411. Like then you know it's intentional.
I just feel like you roll up to the light or something, somebody sees that, and then you're beside him, and you're like, hey! And then they're like,
Yeah, this guy.
this guy's
When you have a wife and she's in the car, then she's involved. She's like, hey. She has no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
6'6" black guys are like,
Lisa, if you played and this was it, you'd have to get a different one.
Oh, for sure.
You couldn't have cuck.
can't have that.
You're on the
Someone
show
took
with
it.
a cuck license plate? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no.
that's like losing the lottery.
You imagine though, you show up, you're like, listen, someone stole my license plate. I'm gonna need another one, and the old lady's like, sure, yeah, we'll make the same one for you. Hold on. And then you have to be like, no.
I don't know how they work, but I assume that there's going to be a ton of people because they normally go through YHM will be a series with the numbers behind
I
it.
think a lot of people
So I
have
think
that.
there's probably they're rolling out. He got number 42 of the cucks. There's probably going to be hundreds of cucks.
Well, right,
plates.
because there's CUC. There's tons of that out there.
There'll be a big percentage of people that have no clue.
Right.
The K makes it.
The K does.
Yeah,
CUK.
the K. Yeah.
But you're right, though, so there's probably 41 other cucks out there.
Yep.
At least so far, with more to come.
And they don't, they probably don't even have any idea.
No.
So, a bunch of people are saying they will replace it, but you do have to say it's damaged or lost, but you'll have to pay for it.
Everybody keeps a
So if you want to pony up the money,
It's worth $185 or whatever it's going to cost.
something imagine the cop pulling him over, having to say the license plate number over the radio.
Remember, cuck 42, cuck 42.
You know what's crazy? Every time I cross the border, it's funny because I'll cross the border to go see my brother or whatever, or my family, and the way your Jeep is set up, the license plate is way off to one of the sides. Well, everything there is set up to take a photo of your license plate in the middle of your car. So they're always like, what's your license plate number? What's your license plate? So I had to, you got to memorize it, but just be like, cuck.
Yeah.
Cuck 42?
That's weird.
I mean, easy to remember.
Yeah, easy to remember for sure.
You know.
Whatever you're into, man, go ahead. Someone said he's going to get pulled over like the I eat ass guy. No, because it's not filthy. And most people don't know. It's not that bold.
No.
Yeah. No.
But the other people
those
may
that
judge
do
you.
are like,
Yeah, other people may judge you. If you can deal with that,
These ghosts
then
are
good for
wearing
you.
me down.
There's probably a Cuck
Fighting
69
them
out
won't be
there.
easy.
it's coming. If it's not, if it's not out
Why
yet.
is everybody, all these black guys keep honking at me? I don't understand. What's up, fella?
You ever want to reach out to us, you can. Email at daveandchuckthefreak.com.
Got something to add? Call Dave and Chuck the Freak toll free at 1-855-954-6969. Dave and Chuck the Freak.
The news is up next on this Friday, bitches. It's the latest warning about sharing nudes with someone you're just dating. What landed on a Philippine leader during a speech